Let's take you on a journey. Welcome to Lagos.
The Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration is not only building the needed physical infrastructure for Lagos State, but is also weaving the essential fabrics for the infrastructure of the mind, which is culture. Little wonder the administration has prioritized the building of the John Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History, its latest contribution to the preservation of Yoruba culture and heritage, and a vehicle for the promotion of arts and tourism in the state. The new John Randall Center covers an area of approximately 11,000 square meters and comes filled with a temporary exhibition hall and flexible multi-purpose rooms, a library with physical and digital capacities, seminar and performance spaces, a gift shop, lounge and 2 separate restaurants, a standard public swimming pool, a landscaped area with a market square, and more prominently, a 1,000 square meter world-class permanent exhibition gallery that eloquently tells the story of Yoruba history and culture from its origin through the present day and onto the future. Now let's talk about physical infrastructure. The Lekki-Epe corridor is arguably the fastest growing real estate corridor in Africa. In just a few decades, the axis and its adjoining settlements of Ajah, Ibeju-Lekki and neighboring townships have experienced exponential growth in human, social and economic development. The Lekki-Epe Expressway is a 49.5-kilometer expressway connecting the rest of the megacity to the eastern district of Lekki and Epe in Lagos State. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has taken this commitment to a greater level with the reconstruction of the Lekki-Epe Expressway to further expand the access road and connect more Nigerians to prosperity. The new expressway is a beauty to behold, a 6-lane rigid pavement carriageway with reinforced concrete drains, culverts, curbs and median barrier. The road expansion project was executed in 2 phases. The first phase from Eleko to Epe, spanning 18.75 kilometers, was flagged off by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in November 2020. Now, the road is completed with traffic and street lights, road verges, landscaping, dedicated lanes for trucks and heavy-duty vehicles, as well as way bridges in each direction of the road.
Lagos State government had constructed a 6-lane road right from Eleko Junction. If you are used to that axis, the road to Ibeju-Lekki, where the port is, the access gate is from Eleko Junction. From that Eleko Junction to our boundary, Lagos State government boundary with Ogun State government at Mojoda. So the Lagos State government has constructed 6-lane road from there, concrete lane. And in fact, the innovation is even that they have a dedicated lane for the trucks.
Today, with enhanced security and safety, improved accessibility and reduced travel time, various industries, from refineries to seaports, from factories to agricultural plantations, from educational institutions to real estate firms, are finding viable markets in the Lekki corridor, just as millions of Lagosians are finding affordable and accessible homes in the axis. We can say boldly that the Lekki-Epe corridor is one of Africa's fastest growing social, economic and industrial hubs, and it will only get better with our vision for Lagos State. Come with us to the Lekki Deep Seaport. Imagine the impact of a unique infrastructure that will generate 170,000 jobs and over $360 billion in revenue to the value chain ecosystem in a megacity like Lagos, thanks to the inspiration provided by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his team. The Lekki Deep Seaport is located approximately 65 kilometers to the east of Lagos State, spreading over 90 hectares of land, bordered on the south by the Atlantic Ocean. By size, it is the largest port in Nigeria and one of the biggest in sub-Saharan Africa. Today, the Lekki Deep Seaport is another symbol of excellence and one of the newest legacies of Africa's 7th largest economy.
This is going to be the first deep sea port we're having in this country. So it means that the nearest one, and even in Africa, is is Togo, Lomé. So you find that most of the ships, big ships coming, bringing goods into Africa, goods meant for Nigeria are being taken to Lomé. And then there will be what we call transshipment back here. But with Lekki Deep Sea Port, it means those ships can come straight to Lagos. And what that means is going to translate into billions of dollars for the economy of the Nigeria economy and also Lagos State.
The Lekki Deep Sea Port is a standard user multi-purpose port developed within the Lagos Free Trade Zone by the Lekki Port LFTZ Enterprise Limited, LPLEL, a special purpose vehicle licensed under the Nigeria Export Processing Zone NEPZ Act to operate on a build, own, operate and transfer concession arrangement. At a depth measuring 19 meters and equipped with best-in-class facilities that provide large volume shipping operations and contemporary terminal services, Lekki Deep Sea Port is the deepest seaport in West Africa and is rightly positioned to become the choice gateway for Nigeria and the entire sub-region.
I believe that the water depth in Apapa is 12.5, maybe 13 meters. So it's a few meters more, but it makes a big difference in terms of accessibility for ships, because the ships that we can receive have a capacity of 18,000 TEU, which is almost 4 times bigger than the ships that currently can enter Apapa in terms of volume.
When fully operational, the Lekki Deep Sea Port will be a game changer for Lagos State and Nigeria, providing seamless 24/7 operations throughout the year to facilitate smooth and efficient import and export of goods, ensuring smooth flow of cargo and enabling unparalleled opportunities to renew businesses entering the rapidly growing Nigerian market through the Center of Excellence.
Absolutely every sector will be positively impacted by an operational, fully functional and efficient port like Lekki Port will be. Manufacturing, finance, the economy will grow, GDP will be positively affected. It's a game changer, and that's how we've been referring to Lekki Port. And it will truly, truly be transformational for Nigeria and for Lagos State, which is the Center of Excellence.
The social and economic impact of this audacious terminaling infrastructure will include an estimated multiplier effect of more than 230 times the total project cost, boosting Lagos State and Nigeria's economic growth and development in the process. Over 170,000 jobs to be created from port operations alone, generating approximately $20 billion in employee salaries. An estimated $201 billion revenue to state and federal agencies from taxes, royalties, and duties. With the Lekki Deep Sea Port, Lagos State is again taking the lead in providing a mega boost to the life of the people and the economy of Nigeria. Let's journey to the place of food sufficiency, the Lagos Rice Mill. One of the popularly known aspirations of President Muhammadu Buhari for us to grow what we eat as a country. With the completion of the 32-ton per hour Lagos Rice Mill at Imota, Lagos State government has made a good situation better as Nigeria's self-sufficiency through rice production is bolstered.
In Nigeria, we consume almost about 7 million tons of processed rice. Lagos alone consumes over 1 million of that, so you can imagine in terms of percentage consumption, it is actually huge. Therefore, it plays a role in how the economy of Lagos is also shaped food-wise, which is why it is very important that rice, as that key staple that is consumed by all and sundry, is taken up by the state government.
Commissioned for development in 2021 by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
The integrated rice mill with modern infrastructure for the rice value chain comes equipped with 2 warehouses and 16 silos.
Each silo is 25 meters high with 2,500 ton storage capacity for a combined 40,000 total storage capacity for the mill. At 32 ton per hour production capacity, the Lagos Rice Mill will produce 2.8 million bags of 50 kg bags of rice yearly, making it one of the largest in the world and unarguably the largest in sub-Saharan Africa.
Across the rice value chain, from the producer to the input suppliers to distributors to end, from field to farm, there are jobs for everybody. As simple as supplying even inputs to farmer, as simple as supplying bags for packaging and all that.
How is it going to benefit you as a consumer? You are getting wholesome quality rice produced here in Lagos. How is it going to benefit the logistics provider? He has a job, so he can transfer or transport rice from the rice mill down to the market. How is it going to benefit the market woman? She has rice that she can sell, so she will definitely make some profit. How is it going to benefit the farmer sitting somewhere maybe in Kebbi? At least he has a place where he can take his paddy to for processing. And if you talk about the input aggregator or whosoever it is that will sell the inputs, he can sell his fertilizer, he can sell his seedling to the rice farmer. So across the chain, everybody benefits. And like we rightly said, this rice mill would provide jobs both directly and indirectly to at least a minimum of over 250,000 people across Nigeria.
When we say Lagos is on track to join in the league of other global cities, this is what we mean. When excellence is made a habit, excelling over challenges becomes a culture. That is the story of Lagos State and the audacity of completing the first ever electric-powered metro rail system by sub-national anywhere in the world. The Lagos Blue Line is one of the 6 rail corridors and 1 monorail system under the Lagos Rail Mass Transit LRMT plan, a critical pillar of the Lagos State Strategic Transport Master Plan STMP. The Blue Line will be a 27-kilometer rail route stretching from Marina to Okokomaiko when completed. The rail project is being implemented in 2 phases. The first phase infrastructure is a 13-kilometer stretch from Marina to Mile 2.
We are making a remarkable history on the final infrastructure completion of yet another historic rail line. Phase 1 of the Blue Line, Lagos Mass Transit Corridor.
The Blue Line is expected to cover 13-kilometer distance in less than 15 minutes.
So what this will do for us definitely is to cut down journey time. So if I look at the Blue Line that we're talking about now, from Mile 2 to Marina, if you were in a bus and all the traffic that's going on around you, you're looking at anything from 1.5 hours to 2 hours. That journey today on the train will take you nothing more than 15 minutes.
The service is expected to commence passenger operations in the coming months after rigorous infrastructure testing. This first phase will serve the 5 stations at Mile 2, Alaba, Igomu, National Theatre, and the iconic Marina Metro Station. The first phase alone has the capacity to transport 250,000 passengers daily, while the entire 27-kilometer line will transport about 500,000 passengers daily. The Blue Line rail system will completely run on high-voltage electricity with dedicated power supply.
Each rail line, we would do nothing less. Direct employment, over 3,000 jobs will be created by these rail systems. Then let us then also talk about the indirect jobs that will be created. So from that perspective, we're already growing our economy.
The Blue Line is the first rail line in Africa to be built across the sea.
One thing we're trying to do is to ensure that people are able to predict their journey time wherever they go in Lagos. So expect more infrastructure, expect more professionalism in the transport sector, and we want you to also work with us to ensure that we protect this infrastructure and make Lagos continue to compete with the rest of the world.
With the Blue Line ready to run, the Red Line to follow really soon, the vision of a greater Lagos anchored on a smooth, convenient and integrated multimodal transportation system is indeed rising before our eyes.
A new dawn is here, and a greater Lagos is indeed rising.
Eko akete, idu ọgbọ́n, arọ́mọdé.